Germany's financial trouble, what you need to know. Germany's economy is shrinking at an alarming rate, with the IMF predicting only 0.2% growth this year. Once Europe's powerhouse, Germany is now grappling with soaring inflation, an energy crisis, and a 45% drop in exports to China. So, what's behind this financial turmoil and how did it come to this? In this video, we'll dive into the real numbers and what they mean for Germany's future and yours. But before we get into the details, here's an image of the economic powerhouse that Germany used to be, and what's now at risk. The rise and fall of Germany's economic power. Germany wasn't always struggling. After World War II, it became one of the world's strongest economies, known for its powerful industries. The country was a leader in manufacturing, exports, and innovation. Think of major German brands like Volkswagen, BMW. These companies helped Germany become an economic giant. From the 1950s to the 2000s, Germany's economy was booming thanks to its strong industrial base and massive exports. It was even called the economic engine of Europe. By 2019, Germany's economy was valued at around $4 trillion, making it the fourth largest in the world. But then, things started to change. Here's where things start going wrong. The COVID-19 pandemic hit, supply chains were disrupted, and energy prices skyrocketed. The energy crisis, especially due to the conflict in Ukraine, hit Germany hard. The country depended on Russian gas, and now with restrictions, energy prices went through the roof. As you see, Germany was a major player in Europe and globally, but now it's facing real trouble. So, what happened? Factors behind the financial trouble. Germany's financial troubles didn't just happen overnight. There are several key reasons behind the crisis. Inflation. Inflation in Germany has reached record levels. In 2023, inflation hovered around 5.9%, making everyday life much more expensive. Grocery prices, fuel, and rent are all going up. Export decline. Germany is known for its exports, especially cars, machinery, and technology. But in recent years, demand from key trade partners like China has dropped. Did you know that before this decline, China was one of Germany's biggest customers? Political decisions and regulations. Political choices also played a role. The EU's green energy policies, while important, have put extra pressure on Germany's industries. Impact on everyday life in Germany. The financial crisis in Germany is hitting ordinary people hard. Here's how it's affecting daily life. Rising cost of living, energy bills, groceries, and housing costs are all going up. Imagine paying double what you used to for heating or electricity. Grocery prices have also skyrocketed. Basic items like bread and milk cost a lot more than they did just a year ago. Unemployment industries like automotive and manufacturing, two of Germany's biggest sectors, are being hit hard. Companies are cutting jobs because of lower demand and rising costs. In 2024, Germany's unemployment rate rose to 6%, leaving thousands without work. Protests and political unrest. With rising costs and job losses, people are angry. Protests have broken out across major cities like Berlin, Frankfurt, and Munich. As you see, ordinary Germans are taking to the streets, demanding solutions from the government. These protests are a clear sign of the growing frustration as people feel the pressure of the financial crisis. Now, let's explore the potential ripple effects of Germany's financial crisis on Europe and the world. Global impact of Germany's crisis. Germany's economic problems don't stop at its borders. Here's how the crisis could have a much bigger impact. How it affects the EU. Germany is the largest economy in Europe, so when it struggles, the rest of the EU feels it too. Countries that trade heavily with Germany, like France and Italy, are starting to see slower growth. Impact on global markets. Germany is a major player in global trade. When its economy weakens, it hurts its biggest partners, especially the US and China. For instance, German machinery exports to the US have dropped by 15% this year. That means less business for American companies that rely on German products. China, one of Germany's biggest buyers, is also feeling the effects, with trade between the two countries shrinking significantly. But is there hope for recovery? Let's look at what experts are predicting for Germany's economic future. Possible solutions and future outlook experts believe Germany can bounce back, but it won't be easy. Here are some possible solutions. Green energy. Germany is investing heavily in green energy to reduce its reliance on expensive imports. The government has committed to expanding wind and solar energy, and by 2030, 80% of the country's electricity is expected to come from renewable sources. This shift could not only lower energy costs, but also create new jobs in the green energy sector. Reshaping manufacturing. Germany is also focusing on modernizing its manufacturing industry. Automation and digitalization are key to making factories more efficient and less reliant on costly energy. By embracing these technologies, Germany can regain its competitive edge in global markets. Boosting exports. To recover, Germany must also boost its exports. Experts suggest diversifying its trade partners beyond the US and China. Strengthening ties with emerging markets in Asia, Africa, and Latin America could provide new opportunities for growth. But challenges remain. Inflation, energy prices, and global trade tensions will continue to pose obstacles. As you see, recovery won't be easy, but there's hope if the right steps are taken. Here's an image of some of the new green energy projects Germany is investing in. Germany's economy is facing serious challenges: rising energy costs, inflation, and a decline in exports. These issues don't just affect Germany. They could have ripple effects across the globe, impacting jobs, trade, and even everyday prices. Germany's financial trouble is a warning sign for the world.
Thanks for watching. If you want to stay informed on the biggest trends shaping our global economy, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Don't miss out on more insights that could impact your finances, career, and daily life. Like, share, and leave a comment with your thoughts. Let's dive into the future of the economy together.